Okay, so the place I decided to go to for my project was someplace in Beverly that I actually really like. I've never been to it, but this is my first time going. I always wanted to come here. It's the Beverly Records, where vinyl still lives. So, yeah, I've never been here, and it's my first time, so pretty excited. Hey. So as you can see, it's pretty vintage in here. Lots of really old looking stuff, like all of these old CD players, old stereo systems. There's a whole display of records here. And this place has a lot of records. There's some really old looking stereo systems here, and some fairly newer ones. Like that, this looks pretty modern. But yeah, there's not a lot of like famous record stores around here. Most of them just went out of business because most people just go to Spotify or use iTunes for their music viewings. But some people actually do appreciate old music and the way that music sounds on an actual vinyl record. And I, for one, can appreciate that. Here's some old records. And apparently, this record store has been open since 1960, and it's 2017, so it's been open for a long time. And there he is, the king himself. And surprisingly, these records are not that expensive. You can get a decently good quality record for about $5. I mean, way back when it was the records first came out, it was way more expensive than that. But you can get good quality records at a cheap price. And of course, more collectible records are going to cost more money and whatnot, but you could still get a good deal on some good music. And look at these. They have like not just records, but like old like frame stuff. So special occasion kind of stuff. And then they have some signatures by some very famous celebrities like Jimmy Buffett, one of my favorites, Sir Elton John. And they sell some merchandise in here, some t-shirts, some signs by Pink Floyd. Some interesting looking crew necks from the winter, I guess. See? That's a good price on some records. That's some real good prices. And if you notice up here, they have some really like old pictures from way back in the day, like some Chevy posters. Some really vintage looking signs from back in the day. And as you can see, it just goes for, there's so many variety of records. It's crazy. And it's fairly easy to find good records too because it's all alphabetized. So you're not gonna be scrambling through a lot of records to find a gem that you really like, you know. And you're gonna pay a good price for it too. It's not gonna be overly expensive either. Some local bands. Chicago, very famous. And I will say that I, for one, can actually appreciate this old music. You know, you can get your music off Spotify or off Pandora, stuff, iTunes, but I don't know, it just sounds different to me. Music on vinyl, it just sounds more alive, and I don't know, I get a weird vibe off it, but it's really good. I really do enjoy, like, classic, like, vinyl records. And as you can see, it's alphabetized. They got some really good people, like, they got magazines too from back in the day. They got Kiss, got some Jimi Hendrix, some Michael Jackson, and again the late Prince. These obviously are more expensive, as you can see. But you're getting better quality records, you know what I mean? You're getting like higher quality, more wanted records. And as you can see on the ceiling, there's records and records and records. A lot more records. Well, that's my experience at the record store. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. There it is, Beverly Records. If you want to check it out, it's on 115th and Western in Beverly. Thank you.